Hey, what's going on, y'all? We back with another one, man. So tonight's subject, man, we're gonna talk about women, man, and the effects that it have on men. And I want to get these guys' opinion, man. If the women do they prevent men from becoming successful, or are they in the way, or do men need women in order to become successful? But as y'all can see, we got two regulars back on the show, man. We got that boy Reflection back on here. What up?
In the fucking building.
And he didn't bring the mask, so that means he's gonna be on his best behavior, y'all.
On my best behavior.
Hey, he ain't got the mask on, but he got the mask chain though now. So y'all really don't
Yeah, I do. They see it.
Hey, yeah, we got that boy. What up with 80 West, man? He back on here, man, with another one.
What it do? What it do?
ED.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna have some other people tap in with us a little later. But I do want to get started on the question here, man. And like I said, the title of the show is "Do Women Prevent Men from Becoming Successful?" Now, I want to start with you, Reflection, man. Have you ever had a woman prevent you from doing something you wanted to do, slow you down, get in the way to stop you from doing it because of feelings? Or have you always had a woman that's been supportive to push you to where you wanted to be?
Yes and no. When I first left out from under my dad's rule, I was very gullible. Everything I did was catered around the female that I was attracted to. I was definitely doing what I felt it took to keep a female, to keep a woman, right? And if it was me working two jobs, working my ass off, I'm not talking about just to pay normal bills off. I'm talking about to do the extra that she wanted. Until I got burnt so many times, I said, okay, I need to regroup, reevaluate my stance on what it takes to have a relationship and what's the proper direction to go. So now I stand where I stand today is I make up my mind whenever I meet a female, no matter how involved I get with her, whether it's emotional, physical, or whatever, I'm going to always have a detached mechanism that I remove myself from her without losing what I've ascertained along the way. And I'm not going to fall backwards trying to keep her. Now, it takes a lot of tenacity. It takes a lot of emotional and internal strength to do that. That's not easy to do. I had to master it, but it comes with a lot of pain. But once you master that over a female, you would never lose, bro.
Okay. What's your opinion on that, man? I mean, have you ever had to deal with something like that? Something female ever got in your way, man, and slowed you down on on plans and on things you might want to do to get ahead in life and just have a good kickstart in life?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have been in that situation before. You know what I'm saying? Where when you call yourself investing in somebody as far as just time wise and resource wise, or trying to build something. The vibes start off cool. You know what I'm saying? And then as it's time to progress, that's when you kind of find out where your status is with that person. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation before. To where when you're trying to build something with somebody, you really try to pull out all the angles on it, and sometimes in that process you fall back on some of the things that kind of put you where you need to be. You know what I mean? But I don't blame the females. You know what I'm saying? Because like I done been put in situations where a motherfucker also recognized that they was holding me back because of the motion that I got in the way of motion, the way I move. If it's a speed they can't keep up to, then a real one is gonna get at you and just be like, I see how you moving. I can't really compliment that. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. Having somebody to compliment what you're doing. A good woman ain't gonna hold you back. You feel what I'm saying? She gonna complete the package. She gonna make sure that she brings something to the table to help the advance happen, and vice versa. You know what I mean? It ain't just about what a female gonna do. It's about too, like, what's your program? You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I always be on. That's why I tell my sons that same thing. Like, can't nobody throw you off nothing if you ahead of your program. And what I mean by that is as a man, if you messing with a woman, she should be able to fit underneath your program. If she don't fit underneath your program, then that's on you. That ain't on her. You know what I mean? Because a woman gonna stick around for whatever situation it be for her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, the closure that she need or the, you know, the comfort that she need or whatnot, a woman gonna stick around for all of that. But like if you a go-getter and you ain't making it to the attention of the person that you with, that you know you holding me back when you get into it, you know what I mean? Hold on, Pop. Get into it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what
Nah, you talking about ugly bitches, bro.
No, I'm talking about in general, man.
If
niggas don't be having no ugly bitches, nigga.
Depending on not you, not you,
on that, nigga.
but let's keep it a buck. Depending on how attractive that female is, if that bitch is attractive as fuck and she's fine as hell, she definitely gonna hold us back. We gonna really have to work hard. But if she's just an average around the way female, fuck no, we not losing a dollar over.
But that's on the individual, because as you get older, you start realizing what's for you and what's not. When we was younger, it might have been the attraction thing, or you know, because she could do this or do that. But as you get older, man, majority of that shit that a motherfucker, you know, that be who they is or what they bring to the table, a nigga can do that himself. So it's got to be more than regular.
With me,
you got to be more than regular to even get up under that, to even be put in that situation to where I'm even making a decision if I'm in a position to be held back or not. Like,
right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I guess for me, it's a greater challenge because I'm after looks. I'm after the vanity of my ideal of having the most attractive
you're gonna lose like that. You're gonna lose like that. That's when you're gonna lose. Because
it takes some tenacity.
It's all
today I won't lose. As the man I am today, I knock on wood, thank God, I haven't lost. I haven't lost because I made an assessment of where I'm at. And every year I move forward. Every year. So the person I am today, the way I calculate my moves around an attractive woman, I have way too much pride for me to now take a detour to try to keep somebody that's already unhappy. It's in a woman's DNA. I'm almost done. It's in a woman's DNA to be selfish as fuck. They come straight out the gate meeting us selfish. They want us to go in a direction sexually. They want to be pleased in the bedroom sexually. They don't give a fuck about us. They never do. They want our finances to be controlled around their needs. And I'm gonna say this and I'm done. When a woman is unhappy, a lot of niggas make the mistake of trying to make her happy. You can't make an unhappy woman happy again. You can't. You can't put a pool in the backyard. You can't put a pool in the backyard and think now she's gonna fall in love with you again. You can't extend the garage into a new bedroom. You can't take trips to Dubai and think she's gonna fall back in love with you again. When that bitch is unhappy, let her go.
Yeah, because I mean that ain't gonna do that but make you unhappy. But you see, the key thing that you said was when you, as you got older, that shit come with wisdom. You feel what I'm saying? Like you learn that. When we younger, we just attracted to the, you know, to the looks, the exterior, and then you realize that exterior don't mean shit. That ain't what make a woman when they claim to be, you know, a bad bitch and all that. It ain't her look.
Right.
It's who she is. What's her character? You know what I'm saying? Who is she? Does she have integrity or not? Is she somebody that's gonna hold you down when shit get real? Is she gonna be somebody
usually the females, my apologies. Usually the females that have those traits you're talking about, bro, they are not top tier. They're not top tier.
As far as what looks?
Yes.
Nah, man. Yeah.
What I'm gambling with is I'm trying to find those chicks that have those looks with those traits that you're talking about, but that it's an impossible find.
No, it all depends on what your taste is. But at the same time, when you connected with somebody to the level of where you that deep involved with somebody, you got to know what it is that you're looking for. And that's why I say a woman got to fit underneath your program if you want to continue to be successful or push to be successful. Because if she don't fit in your program, it's a wrap already anyway. It ain't gonna make a difference any damn way. She got to fit underneath your program. As a man, if you really gonna get yourself involved with a woman, she has to be able to fit under your day-to-day program. Because if not,
but a woman overall is not going to do that.
Always cause a situation. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know no women that's going to truly do that. I think the understanding and foundation of what I'm pushing is women don't love us men. They claim they do, but they don't. At the end of the day, A woman does not love you as a man in its entirety. She tolerates, and she goes with the motion, but they go by their own happiness. They don't go by unified happiness. She don't look at you and say, well, he's happy, so I'm happy. She looks at you and says, well,
see, that's what when 80 just said a woman got to be under your program. The program don't mean that you trying to control her. She just got to have that same vision, that same drive. She got the same everything that he has that he's putting on that table. It got to match up, or she gonna slow you down or stop you.
Or she gonna slow you down.
It's important when you do meet women, and some of the women that I know, like within my group or whatever, they heard me say this to other people before. Is I'll tell, like, if I'm seeing somebody or they, whatever you want to call it, I'll tell them, hey, this is my program. You under my program. What you mean by that? If you're not under my program, and I tell you that from day one, I don't want to fuck with you because I know you're about to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Again, it doesn't mean control. It means we got to be aligned perfectly. Or
never control. I've never tried to push control.
Yeah, but if she say like you doing your thing and she doing hers, then that's not gonna work. That means she's not on your program. She's running off her time.
She running on her program. And I don't have no problem with that, but you can't do that when you're in a relationship. You know what I mean? If you a dude that's ambitious, you know, you career driven, you goal driven, you know what I mean? You trying to make accomplishments in the whole nine. You can't fuck with somebody that don't have that same energy. That's what it boiled down to. So when I say up under my program, I mean she got to understand I'm gonna move like this. This how I'm gonna move. Either you with it or you not. You know what I'm saying? Like off the rip. You know what I mean? Because if she's debating on it, or every time you gotta take care of business over here, or you gotta do this over here, and it's gonna be a problem, then she don't fit your program. And that's why as men, we got to be real selective with shit like that. That's why I had these conversations with my sons. You know, I got adult sons and teenage sons and shit. So I be having these kind of conversations with them. You know what I mean? It's cool to like somebody, but if you're gonna be involved with somebody where y'all involved in each other's day-to-day life, she got to be up under your program. And as a man, it's your job to have a program for her to be up underneath. A lot of dudes be wanting to be, you know, the leader and this and that and the other, but you ain't got no program. You ain't got no motion. You ain't having no motion. So that already off the rip means you gonna have a miscellaneous motion with whatever you got going on, because it ain't shit for her to fall the wave with.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why as a man, it's important, it's imperative to have your foundation set before you even put yourself out there to be talking about, because you will get derailed. You will get derailed. I see plenty of cats get derailed that was on their way to something, that was on their way to something bigger, and because of their relationship, then take your little ass over there. Man, you know, hey, for the ones that, and on a side note, for the ones that be acting like we don't be having our kids, we do raise
Mine's is washing dishes right now.
My little man back there, you know what I mean?
Hey, y'all see a father right now talking to his kid.
Off the rip, man. You know, they can say what they want to, but we take care of ours. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like I was saying though, at the end of the day, as a man, it's your job to be selective on who you trying to get involved with. More dudes lose more shit out of life because they was just chasing that cat, or they wanted to have a quote unquote bad bitch on their arm and start losing themselves just to maintain the female. You know what I mean? And so for me, I tell cats like this all the time. Look, I used to say this, you know, previously. I would tell cats like, I'll take a 6.5 with a great personality. I'll take a 7 with a great personality. She ain't got to be a 10, because what's gonna make her a 10 is her personality. Because how many times have you seen a 10 in the face, but then her attitude was toe up? She was dumb as a bag of nickels. You know what I mean? Didn't have no hustle about herself, no ambition about herself, no nothing. But she looked good. She got her hair done. She got her makeup done.
Well, at the end of the day, men will fail if they allow themselves and they're not grounded enough. They will fail behind a woman with their upward motion and direction in life, such as their finances, their employment, and things like that. But for men that are properly stable and they have a strong foundation, they're not going to get sidetracked. They're going to stay on course. They're going to do their business with this female. And if she claims to love him, she will follow him. Most women won't. That's why if you look at the divorce rate, 90% of the time, that woman will say, I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I was no longer happy. They're going to tell their mother that. Usually it's going to boil down to what he was not able to do for her. It's going to boil down to what he was not able to do for her. Women want more and more, and they live in a fantasy world that most men will never be able to fulfill, ever.
This is true. But that's not all women though. We got
for the most part it is.
We got to make sure that we be realistic with some
the
of these
percentage of women that doesn't pertain to is so small, brother. It don't even make
no.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you something. It's not a small percentage. It's a small percentage that's available. Because them ones that do all of that is already bagged. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot of them that's already bagged. So when you say that percentage, that's the percentage available. Like, you know what I mean?
The majority of women that are available, the percentage of that is so small of them staying with the man instead of running to divorce court because of what he couldn't provide for her.
I agree.
If you look at celebrities, what problem do male celebrities have? Why are they getting divorces? And they have all the money in the world, pretty much. They have all the cars. They can go to the finest restaurants.
Because half of them,
these are stats that show a woman is her DNA is unhappy. She's already an unhappy individual. Internally, she's not going to be able to make herself happy. A woman is trying to make herself happy external. She's not trying to make herself happy internal.
No, definitely. And that's why they do all the hair, the weave, the fake titties, the BBLs, all of that, because they look at that more of the exterior, thinking they're going to be more accepted or they're going to be happier because of how they look.
So they apply that pressure on us as men to try to make them happy outwardly. Because have you ever approached a woman and let her know how attractive she was? Usually her response is she'll downplay it or she'll kind of shirk it to the side and say, oh, my hair's not done today, or I'm kind of like whatever. So their self-esteem is not that high as we assume. We give them that esteem.
Yeah.
So I only brought that up to say
in a lot of cases it's like that.
Right. Not the sidetrack. Not the sidetrack. I only brought that up just to let you know. The male agenda is to try to make his woman happy. That's our goal because we want that image. We take pride in that. But the woman will not allow us to do that because she wants to selfishly be involved with us. She doesn't want to righteously be involved with us. We love our women. The women we love them. We want to settle down. We want to make it work. But we deal with so much complications coming from her. She makes it complicated.
Definitely.
She makes it complicated with the wedding. The wedding is about her. I thought the wedding was about us. It's about unification. So even at the day of wedding, she's making it about her. The whole day is catered around her.
Let me explain something to you, man. Let me explain something to you. Ain't none of this shit about us. I'm just gonna keep it a man. It ain't none of this shit about us.
But it should be.
But listen. So
it should be.
But we would be living in a fantasy world if we thought this shit was gonna be all about us. And the reason why I say that is like this. At the end of the day, it takes more to make a woman happy than it does a man. Mm-hmm. We're simple. Simple. We're simple. So the list of, our list is like this, and their list is 3 or 4 pages and a whole back book about the shit. Because you got to remember, women are moved off of emotion. We're moved off of logic. Logically, as a man, my thought process says if I eat, my house is clean, I got some money, and I can get some pussy when I want it, I'm damn near good. Yep. It ain't really too much outside of that we really care about as men. You know what I mean? Yep. Like on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not saying that a woman is supposed to cook or clean, but I'm saying in my own environment, even if I was living by myself or whatever the deal was, that's my expectations that I would still have for myself. Now you get a woman the same thing and you ask her, well, what does it make to take your day to day? Go, oh, I need this, I need that, I need to go. Oh, I really don't know. Like they're not even sure half the goddamn time what it is that makes them happy. So I'm saying that to say this: when I say it's not about us, you know what I mean? That's why it's in our best interest to, when we get with a woman, that we know what value she can bring to the table outside of what else we can already do for ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's
Right.
the bonus, right? That's the bonus for the man. That's what it ends up being, is what more, how much more does this woman complete what the program I already got going? That's why I said you got to be a man with a program. If you're not a man with a program, you ain't even got no business trying to date nobody, because you're gonna lose. You're gonna
Let me
lose.
ask y'all something. Give me some kind of example of maybe I don't know, past experience. Y'all dated someone and what were some things they might have done you felt like kind of like derail what your plans were or slow you down or making something happen?
It's the lack of motion. It's the lack of motion, the lack of ambition. You ever been with somebody, like I done been through this several times, especially doing what we come from, the music and being on the road and doing shows and all this and another. You ever been with somebody that they see you on the rise and they look at you as competition? You ever been in a situation, or they think that you're gonna get too big, you're gonna get bigger than what you is, and then you ain't gonna have no use for them no more. So they be on the bullshit, trying to bring you back, trying to reel you away. This is a problem now. They arguing with you about this now. Oh, are you going to go do that? Oh, this is a problem now. The whole while, this is everything that you're doing that makes you who you are. I done been through that a million times, man. I done been in that situation. I lived that situation. You know what I mean?
And also, I guess it also depends on the women you fuck with, because a lot of times some women, depending on what they assume they are, or who they are, how attractive they are, or how much attention they get from men, they make it a competition with you. You can go and walk up in a club, and if you getting the same attention she's getting, if it's gravitating to you just as much as it's gravitating to her, and then her saying, wow, that's my man, I love that shit, she'll get offended at that. She'll say, why are you talking to them? Why are you come over here and sit over here with me? Like, because some women, not all, they're prone to everything being centered around them.
Yeah.
And most men out here will cater their lifestyle, their finances, and their happiness, and even their peace according to what makes that woman happy.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy. That's not healthy.
But that's also in our nature, though, as men. Like, as a man, as a man, it's kind of been put on you to be not just a provider, but the security and the comfort for everybody that's around you. I mean, that's
normal. But that's providing reality, a normal supervision. Normal supervision is a house, proper room and board. Make sure the kids are straight, education is there, and the bills are paid. That's normal. That's a reality world. Most women are seeking a non-reality world. And a lot of times they're being persuaded by other situations and other means that heightens that pressure. Yeah. And then they apply that pressure to a man that they know can't meet that reality. And instead of them saying, let's sit down, create a plan to reach this, they will either give him an ultimatum. You either reach this goal or I'm out.
But see, that's the first mistake that a man put himself in position in, is to where he waiting on the woman to straighten it out. That's what I mean about that's a man that ain't got his program together.
No, I'm talking about the man that's actually doing his best to provide. I'm talking about the man that's actually being a provider.
But there's a difference between a man that's doing his best to provide and a man that already has an established program. Those are two different things.
Yeah, but most niggas that meet a female,
you could be doing your best to survive, your best to provide, nigga, working at McDonald's. You doing your best you can, but nigga, it ain't enough. You understand what I'm saying?
But most men that are in
that's not a nigga with his program. That's not a man that got his program together. You understand what I'm saying?
He has to me, he has a job. He's getting his program. He has a program together because he understands he has to have a job. Obviously, that woman decided to accept what he had for the day.
But the difference between a man that's working at McDonald's, that's a man that's trying to get his shit together. That ain't a man with a fucking program. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, because ain't no grown ass man working at McDonald's and got a program. Nigga, what's your program? You tell me what honorable desirable woman wants to get up under the program of a nigga that work at McDonald's.
That's a single man. We're talking about people who are already established. Because obviously, if she's with him and he's working at McDonald's, she understood that. So I'm not understanding what you're talking about.
But okay,
He understood that. That nigga had to be already at McDonald's. It ain't like he was working for a Fortune 500 company and she was with him and all of a sudden he got fired. Now he's working for McDonald's.
I get that, but that goes back to what you said originally. What top tier is she? What tier is she in? That's a bottom tier broad. Like a lot of
your
came out your mouth. The first
a lot
thing
of
you said
your
was the ugly bitches. That was the first thing.
No, I said you're talking about a non-reality world. It's the average ugly bitch that's going to support you. It's not bitches that got in their head that I'm her. It's not the females that got in their head that I'm her. Because most women look at us men and say, I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to put up with you. I'm giving you a chance. That's how most women that assume they're her, they're actually that.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Time out, hold on. Well, first, before we get into it, all right, y'all. So we got Lay. She done joined with us, man. Hello. This is her first time on the show. So they be a little nervous to come on their first time. You know,
don't take nothing personal.
Yeah.
it's just all the dialogue. That's it.
And then Steph on here, I don't know what she doing. She going in and out, man. She on the screen, she off the screen.
So what?
And feel free to speak your opinion. Don't hold back. Feel free. It's all love.
Stephanie said, "What if he's the manager?"
Hold on. Oh, there she goes. She found her leader. Here she is. But Steph back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, sorry, the audio was like sounding crazy.
Oh, it's all good. So what I wanted to say is to go back into what y'all just talking about, reflection. What you mean it's only going to be the ugly girls that'll take care of you?
No, I didn't say that'll take care of you. I said that'll accept the average of what you're able to do.
So the ugly
if she's extremely attractive, if she's extremely attractive, she's going to be in a relationship with you under an ultimatum. She's going to have a type of ultimatum character. Either you do this, get this for me, I'm giving you a certain amount of time. If you don't do it, because she's going to look at you as she doesn't need you. She's too attractive for you.
Okay, so look,
she's giving you a chance.
That's not.
That depends on the dude, because it depends on the dude. If you a simp, if you a trick, if you a simp, she gonna.
No, I'm talking about average dude. I'm talking about
accordingly. But if you really because you got to think about this. This is what you got to know about women, bro. And we got two women on here that I know can vouch for this 110%. When a woman really like you, it don't matter. Don't shit else matter. If she fuck with you and she really like you, all that other shit is out the window. What you might think is popping, that might not be what attracted her to him. If she finds something that she like you about, there's really no limit to what else can be going on. Like, I'm just keeping it in a band with you. A woman that really fuck with you, it's gonna show. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be about that individual, that no matter how much or what we think is this of them or what we think about them, she gonna ride or die with the one that she really fuck with. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's a reality. So it might be a dude who work at McDonald's to be the manager of McDonald's, and he pulls something, and you looking like, damn, how did he pull that? She liked him. That was who she wanted. You feel me? How many times you been in the grocery?
It doesn't matter. Like,
but we got the two females. What y'all got to say about it?
I think we care more about how we're treated. Really.
What'd you say?
I think we care more about how we're treated. It's how
financially
somebody respects us. As long as they can meet us in the middle, it doesn't have to be like, you know what I mean? I think it depends on the individual, because I've told you all this. There's unconditional love, and I think that's a real thing. And I think everybody got that person. And I think just the way our experiences have a lot to do with how we are. But I mean, you got some women that do. So there's a lot of women, believe it or not, that do think like, okay, this is how this person looks and this and that. But looks ain't everything. And I think it just really depends on who you're asking. Because for me, I don't care about looks. If you treat me respectfully, even if I don't care about the money, because You know, it's just the type of individual. Do you have motivation? You know what I mean? Sometimes people just do what they're doing and they don't know another way. So sometimes they just need that little push or somebody to get in their ear and be like, yo, you know, you can do this or do that. And then that's all it takes is just that little point of view. You know what I mean?
And that's what led me to say what I say. Like, how many times you've been in the grocery store, Reflection or Biz, and you see a dude and he got something nice on his arm, and you looking like, damn, but dude look, you know what I mean? He looked like a Goofy or something. You look at him like, damn, how you get that?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you on that question. I see that more with white men than I do with anybody else.
You probably do.
I see a lot of goofy white men that look, he fucked off, bad dress, just weird looking, and I have a badass chick on his side.
And it's because,
you know why that is? He's working for her. He's working for her.
It's because of what Stephanie just said.
And be like an average, regular, or even just fucked off, ugly ass white dude.
It's because of what Stephanie just said, bro. It's what she just said.
No, he's working for her. He's her worker.
No,
that don't be it, bro.
He's her worker.
But that's it. He's the provider.
That nigga don't get no rest.
No,
he's working his life 7 days a week.
Can you meet me in the middle? Like, you feel me? You have
I bet you he's unshaved half the time. I'm the nigga. I wake up. I'm fresh damn near every day. I wake up fresh every day. I'm not looking like her worker.
But see, you missing the whole point. What I'm saying, Steph just told you that. She literally just said, if a motherfucker treat her right, and it's the motherfucker that she feels is balancing her and appreciating her and treating her the way that she want to be treated, all that other shit out the window. It don't.
No, not. I mean, you don't let as a man. You don't let yourself go trying to cater to her. It should be balanced love. Somebody should be proud. She should want her man to look of a level that she is. She should want her man to look established. She should want her man to.
Dudes are dirtier than girls, but I think when you have somebody that supports you on all levels, emotionally, mentally, it's just about balance. And that motivates you to want to look good. You know, when you look good, you feel good, and it's the same thing. And for me, I don't like dirty. So let's say I have a dude, maybe he's like hygiene wise. I'll keep it a buck and be like, yo, this is what you got to brush your fucking grill at least twice a day. Like, they're just certain shit, but
you could tell a man that looks strange. You could tell a man that looks strange.
So let me ask Lay. So when you meet a man that I know you don't like talking, she already done slouched over trying to hide. When you meet a man, and I want you to be honest, what matters to you? Like, does he gotta have the stability? Does he gotta have the money? Are you looking for looks that you got to be attracted to him physically? Like, I don't want to hear the political right answer. Like, no, as long as he treat me well, and I don't care if he's 400 pounds. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Tell the truth. What is it?
No, but when hold on though. When we're younger,
hold on.
Think about
she about to talk. Hold on. She got to give what she like. We heard what you like.
No, he has to have the looks. Looks are important. He has to be clean. He has to have the looks. Those are all important.
You got to be clean. And what
so we're all different.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
He said that nigga's got to be popping. That's what she said. He's got to have looks. He's got to have bread. He's got to have the dinero.
Exactly.
See, well, there it is. She said he got to have some bread.
So it just depends who you're asking.
Women get bored. Women get bored fast. They get bored real fast. That's why they move around. That's why they move around.
That's not true.
That's why they move around a lot quicker than us in a relationship, because they ran into a nigga. They ran into a nigga with a more exciting life than the man she's with. Niggas got to be careful to don't get comfortable in their relationship. They got to smash and keep the gas on at all times, because the minute they get comfortable thinking she loves me, I'm taking care of the family, I'm doing this and doing that, that's when he's going to wake up to an empty home.
No,
I think it's about balance. You want to be with somebody that you can laugh with and have fun with, right? And that's going to be a natural thing. But I do not think
So
that.
why does the sex stop in a long relationship? Why do y'all remove the sex side of it? Y'all make sex like it's
I
a
mean, obviously, sex
holiday.
is a big chunk of it. Sex is
Y'all
a
make
big chunk
sex
of
like
it.
it's a holiday. We only get it on the holidays, or we only get it on
You're not
special
with the right
days.
person. When you with
You
the
only,
right person,
nigga,
it's
you
gonna be
only
an
get it on the
automatic.
holidays, nigga.
All the
I mean,
niggas
you
know,
might get it
all
on the
men know
holidays,
when you
but
get married,
Nigga,
all men
you
know
only
when
get
you
it on the
get
holidays.
married, your sex life is trash. Stop.
no,
You
that's
guys are
because you're
capping.
not with your person.
Your sex life is trash when you're married.
Your reflection. Stop projecting your life on everybody. This is not. That's not.
Yes.
Stop
No, no.
Stop categorizing. Stop. You gotta stop this. You do this every time. It's disgusting. You're categorizing. It's not true.
No, I'm not.
It's not
Y'all don't
true.
want to tell the
You know
truth.
how you
I
know how you know
I
it's not true?
see couples.
Hold on.
I know married couples. I was married once. I know how it goes. When the relationships become
I
boring,
need you to get out of your
she's not doing
little.
her hair no
All right.
more. She's not
Static.
dressing up no more like
But
she
that's a
used
you
to.
problem.
She's
That's
not
between
shaving
you
her
guys. That's
legs.
whatever fell
She's
apart
not
because you
shaving her
can't
legs no
categorize
more
her
like
with
she
the
knew.
person.
She's not popping no more. This is
Maybe
in
you ain't
marriage because
popping.
you get
Why are you gonna
comfortable
say it's
and
her?
you
Maybe
get
it's you that's
sloppy.
not popping.
The same thing with the man. Same thing with the man. But we still give y'all what makes you happy to the best of our ability. What makes us happy with y'all is, you know, we want sex. So why do you guys, when you don't get the car that you want, you don't get the house that you want, and you don't get several trips that you want, you pull back from that area
That's
because
not
you're
Depends on
bored.
true.
who you're asking this question to, because there's women were raised. Think about how it used to be. Women used to stay home and sweep and clean the house, and dudes used to work. So this ain't. We're in a whole different. We're in the 20th century. Some women will sit there and we've talked about this. There's women that do look for dudes with a bag. That's going to be the woman that is waiting for somebody to make it happen in her life. For me, I'm sorry. Life is too short. We are all capable, and we got to make it happen for ourselves, right? So the problem with relationships is you got to think in the dating phase, right? So when we get married and we have kids, we start putting ourselves on the back burner and prioritizing our kids, our families, and then
No, you
that's where
do
we don't get
not.
ready. We
No,
stop
you
going
do
out
not.
doing
You
that,
apply
but you
that
got to
pressure
keep
to the
it.
man. You
No,
apply
it's
that
not. It's
pressure
an
to the
equal
man.
balance. It's not a pressure to the dude. It's an equal balance.
No, it's not. You know
Maybe in
that
your
is not true.
situation, okay, fair enough, but it's not like that for everybody.
If
You
we
can't
start
compare
to
your. You
if
cannot
we start
compare
to
your relationship. Your relationship's on a whole 0 to 1,000. So
no,
go ahead. You
this is
can't
a
compare apples to oranges.
common relationship. This is a
It's
common
common. It
relationship.
is not common.
Everything gets bestowed on the man.
No.
The success of the success of that relationship is bestowed upon that man to make it happen on
Bullshit.
all levels. You acting
No,
like
that's
that
not
woman is
true.
gonna pick up her cross with us and make it work, and you're gonna stick to it. No, you're
Yes.
not. Okay, explain to me why the
Yes. How
divorce
you
rate is
gonna
so
tell
high.
me, bro? You cannot
Why is
compare
the
apples to
divorce
oranges.
rate so
Your whole
high?
relationship, you done shit that
Why
people
is
ain't
the
ever done in their
divorce
life.
rate so
So you
high?
cannot compare your one-off
Why
relationship with
is
everybody
the
else's.
divorce rate so high? Why?
First of all,
I don't know because I don't know. I don't care. I
Because
don't care
you
about whatever
females
you
are
hold
guys got going on
unhappy.
that has nothing to
One
do
mic
with
at a
me.
time. One mic at a time. We can't hear.
I'm just saying.
the
Oh, what'd you
divorce
say,
rate
Real?
is high is because people get married for the wrong reasons.
Women get
That's
married for the wrong reasons.
no, all people get married for the wrong reasons.
Men, I
Men
don't
and
know no
women.
man that got married for money. I don't know no man that married a female for
No,
her
no,
money.
but you got dudes that got married to a chick because of how she looked. You
Exactly.
got dudes you got dudes that got married to
That's
a
the same
chick
shit.
because they probably got pregnant because she probably got pregnant. You got dudes like it's plenty other reasons besides that dudes marry chicks at the same time. Some
But does
dudes
that
is
make him
pressure.
lose? Does that make him lose his forward motion? A woman will make a man lose his forward motion because he's
Hold
trying to
on.
cater to her happiness,
Hold on, hold
her
on, hold
happiness.
on.
No.
Hold on. A lot of these divorces have happened because the man cheated, not the woman.
Or she didn't get caught.
I've never cheated, ever in a relationship, ever.
You reflect. See,
So
this is
now
what I'm
you
We're
said
saying.
don't
not
apply
See
even
what
having
I'm
this
myself
saying.
to.
incident.
But see,
You
I'm
said don't
saying,
apply myself, right?
Rhea,
I've
stop
never
applying
cheated
yourself.
in my relationships ever.
This nigga here.
I'm gonna shut up.
Never. I've never
Okay,
cheated.
okay, great. But you did have a pineapple moment, a upside down pineapple moment with your wife. So I don't
No,
want to hear it.
she was on drugs, hard drugs,
You
cocaine,
had an
meth.
Here,
upside
hey,
down
hey, let's not
pineapple
shade
moment.
our ex. We're not going to do that on here because that's the problem.
You don't know who
Do
she
that.
is. I can say that. You don't
I
know who
don't
she
care who
is.
she is, but we're not going to do
No,
this
don't tell
on
me what
here
to
because
say.
most of you
You
guys
don't tell
don't
me what
take
to, you don't know who
responsibility.
she
It's not
is.
all her fault.
Did I put a
It is,
picture
you
up?
know
Did I
what?
put a
Listen,
picture
I'm
It's
gonna
up?
tell you
not
this
cool right
though.
there.
So
Whatever
so
y'all
wait,
got,
wait,
that's
wait.
y'all's personal business. You don't need to air it out, and it
You
doesn't
don't
matter
know
if you
who
know
she
her or
is.
not.
I can
Sometimes
talk
on
about
this
So the
Jane
app,
Doe.
topic, so the topic
that's
was
just not cool. Though, what kind of
Hold on,
what
y'all.
does that say about
Let's
you?
get back
Like,
to the
stop doing
topic,
that.
y'all. Let's get back to the topic.
You don't know who she
because I
is. Why
wasn't
you
here from the
sensitive?
beginning.
Hold
No.
on.
I wasn't here from the beginning. So the topic is, what's the topic?
So,
I'm
do
asking.
women prevent men from
Do
coming
niggas
successful
do niggas lose themselves and lose their finances, lose their
behind a
home, their
woman?
car, and everything because they're trying to cater to the woman that's
No,
in
that's
their
not
life?
you putting extra shit. What was the
How was that
specific
extra?
hot the topic that I saw? What did it say again? It
Do
said the
women
women.
Behind
prevent men from being successful? Yes,
No,
overall,
they don't.
yes.
No, they
I'll
don't.
answer
Because
the
we're
No, they
question.
trying
don't.
to cater to her
No, they
happiness.
don't. No,
Yes,
they
That's
we
not
don't.
are.
true.
No, they
I think
don't.
in some instances it is possible that a woman can interfere, not prevent men from being successful. What I mean by that is
No, they
men
don't.
and
No, they
women both
don't.
need
No, no,
emotional
no.
and mental support. If they're not on
I'm
the
gonna give
same
you a
page,
little. Okay, what you saying, Steph? Emotional support. That is a big thing for a man.
yes,
Even if she can't
it
add
is.
value, let's just say money or things like that, that emotional support to push your man to make him feel like, hey, baby, you the best thing out there. Go get it. Go conquer that world. Go
Yeah.
do that. Men do look for that from
Yep.
women. When you have women tearing you down, always negative attitude, all that stuff,
Yeah,
man, it
that's
makes niggas don't want to
unmotivated.
do nothing. We don't want to go outside. We don't want to do
Yep.
shit. We'll do the bare minimum. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Now,
that
when you say do women sometimes play a role in making a man not be successful? I done had incidents
No.
where I had women do things for me to try to put me in the best position to win in life. And I've also had women in my life that try to prevent me from getting ahead in life. Like even at a young age, I'll say about 23 years old, and I'm learning about credit and want to fix my shit and make it perfect. I was with a girl at that time that didn't want me to work on the credit. Always try to come a reason to spend my money up so I can do that because she was in fear if my credit was on point, my money is stacked, that I was going to leave her one day. You know what I'm saying? So there is incidents where women do try to stop you from doing the best thing or becoming the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? Or when I got into the concert business doing that shit out in Reno, same deal. Jealousy, women around, don't want you to be here, be there. You know what I mean? That prevents you from getting money, making ticket sales to be successful. You know what I mean? So women do play a part. You know what I mean? But you do got to pick the right
I
one.
would say they play a role, but can they prevent you from being successful? Nobody can force you to do anything. That's up
But
to
the thing
us.
is, if you're not a runner, if you're not a runner from a relationship, like you in a relationship, we're not talking about somebody you just talking to. This
Yeah,
is
we
your
talking about the
partner
real.
for real. And
Yeah.
you're not going, as a man, we're
Yeah.
not going to get emotional and be like, oh, because you're not doing this for me right now, we going to run off. Fuck you. And
Yeah, we
do
we
that.
don't we
We're
ain't
proud of
programmed. We
this,
ain't
and men
programmed
do
like
try
that.
to cater to women's feelings. You know what I mean? We not emotional people like that, but women
Yeah.
are. So we do try to do things out of the norm still to make y'all happy. You know what
But
I mean?
that's what
Even
that's
if
what
we're
I
not happy with that decision,
but
we
that's what
still
I
do it.
that's what I meant when I said earlier that that's the way men are built. We're not runners. We try
Yeah.
to we fixers. We try to problem solve and be solution based. And a lot of times that's what put a man in that position because you're thinking more about and you see it all the time. It turned into men want to make sure everybody else around them is good. In the meantime, they the ones losing. Men losing. Men suicide rate is something crazy, like way more than women. I know that it's like ridiculously way more than women. And that's because men carry the burden of the world on their shoulders. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you doing everything you can to be the best version of yourself for this person and for your family, because a lot of times his family's involved as well too. You got to think about it. It don't just be just the man and the woman. It be man, woman, and kids. Just because you got kids with somebody don't necessarily mean that person is a person that's not capable of preventing you from getting where you need to go. It's all about the individual. That's why I say.
So where did the iconic slogan come from? Happy wife, happy what?
A woman.
Where did that slogan come from?
That shit came
Where
from a
do you think
woman.
that came from? It came from a female. It came from a female because she wanted to be catered to overall. She put your woman first is what that nigga said. That's what he said. Where are these ideals coming from?
Hey, real.
Yeah.
We were talking about the like women slowing down a man or this and that.
Right.
Like for instance, I had one time I moved to Vegas twice. So my first time I came in 2013, and I was in a relationship then. We had one goddamn car at the time, and she done met some girlfriends out here. So they go out for the birthday. Take the car. I just got this new job in Vegas. She go out there, go get drunk with her little girlfriends, took an Uber home and left the goddamn car. Don't say nothing, pass out. I'll wake up, ready to go to work, get the car in the garage. Car ain't there. You know when you first start a car, you on probation.
Yeah.
Now you get fired from your goddamn job you just got, and I was the breadwinner and holding down all the bills in the house. You know what I mean? So even shit like that can make you take a step back. You know what I mean?
That was a selfish move. That was selfish.
What I want to say is right. It's like, especially once you reach a certain age, or at a certain point in time in life, and even early on, you can see the difference between the women that about they bread, they got they shit together. They work. You could see the women got their own car, got a place. We see it. So, but we get this is what I'm saying is we get blinded by sometimes how a shorty look. We get blinded by shorty bad, right?
Definitely me.
And we going after the blood sucking leech. You going after the blood sucking leech, and all she's is a leech. And we get blindsided by that bullshit. But if you pay attention, like I could tell you, I know the women around. I'm like, yo, and when dudes try to talk to certain females around me, that's if any of my dudes come to me about my female friends or family, and I know they about their business, I tell them quick, yo, fam, I'm letting you know right now, you cannot do her dirt. I'm letting you know right now, this is not that type of woman. She about her business. She got her own shit going on. You ain't gonna come in here and do her dirt. Cause if anything, she ain't the type that's not gonna fuck with you because you ain't got what she got. But she will also uplift you if you act. So I just know that I've seen more stories of women uplifting a man. I got one homegirl, she fixed her man's credit. She bought the house. The dude still fucked up, but she bought the house. Was renting out another floor. Got her own balloon business. Like, I know multiple women that have. I got a homegirl right now. She got with her man. He got a trucking company. She's good at finance. She worked for companies. Now he's seeing more money because she's doing the books.
But see,
You know what
that example right there is exactly what I'm talking about. He found a woman that worked up underneath his program. See, and I'm a firm believer that as a man, you got to have a program that you got to establish before you can think about which direction you finna go with a woman.
Right.
That's just off the rip. Because if you running around recklessly and unorthodox and you ain't got no program, what the fuck is she? What is she under? You understand what I'm saying? Like what situation you putting yourself in? It's gonna be a free for all. She doing what she doing, you doing what you doing. That's not a team. The whole point when you get with somebody is it's supposed to be a team. When you get with somebody, y'all supposed to complement each other. It's not just about what she can do for you or what you can do for her. How much better do you guys make each other? If you guys don't make each other better, y'all shouldn't be fucking with each other. And I'm
Y'all
a firm
follow-
believer of that. Like, and like,
Y'all follow John Hope Bryant? Y'all follow John Hope Bryant?
Mm-mm.
John
I'm
Hope
not familiar
Bryant,
with who that is.
he says, a giver and a giver is erotic. A giver and a taker is I forgot something, and then he said the taker and the taker is psychotic. So meaning like two people that give to each other, that feed each other.
that's what's gonna make it.
That's what's gonna make it.
Yeah, real
I
talk.
tell you right now, this is no cap. This is straight facts. I just told my mans, I was like, yo, this shorty, I met her online. She was a little chubbier than she looked at her pictures. I said, I can't rock with her though. He was like, why? I said, because nigga, I said, I'm a foodie. I love food. I said, right now, if I come across a woman right now, there's two things that I know she got to be better at than me. She got to be better at finance, and she got to be better at with her eating habits and her health. I said, because I'm not disciplined when it comes to.
But see, right there is where you might have missed your blessing.
That's
She might
the
have been the coolest
problem.
she might have been the coolest motherfucker on earth, nigga. And you done turned her to the side because she a little chubby, nigga. You better reassess the situation.
No.
That might have been
Nah,
your
nah,
gold
80,
mine
80.
right
I'm gonna
there.
tell you why, 80. I'm gonna tell you why, 80. Because she's a foodie. I've seen
I'm a
nigga, she
funky
said,
ass girl, and I don't care.
look, she smokes,
Hey.
she smokes, and
Don't-
she's a
And I'm
foodie.
eating Tootsie
But
Rolls,
hey,
and I
but
don't care.
don't block your blessing though. See,
No,
that's what I was saying earlier.
no. I'm not talking about. I'm not going off for just looking at her. I'm telling you, like, what as I got to know her, I was like, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel what
Are
I'm
you trying
saying?
to say like she's a heifer?
Like,
Like she eats more than you?
she might,
Hey,
cause I at least try to watch my eating, but also too, I know the type of woman I need to build to help for us to build each other up. I
Real
know the
talk.
type of woman I need. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
No man on this panel or outside this panel is looking for an average female.
But what's your definition of average? You talking about average in looks, or you talking about average as a whole? See, that's what you got to understand.
We're attracted to looks. Okay, I'm speaking for myself. I'm attracted to looks. If the bitch don't look good, I'm not fucking with her.
That's where you gonna lose.
But what looks good to you might not look good
How am
to
I
me.
gonna lose if my foundation is good? My financial foundation is good.
Because you're basing.
I see your
basing
Steph.
you're
right.
basing what she is on the scale only on her exterior. Just because she looks good
Hell
on
yeah,
the
that's
outside,
what.
she could be not shit on the inside though.
That's a fact.
But
feel me?
it's called dating. You learn the internal through dating her. You don't
Yeah,
run
but you
to
just
you don't
said,
run
but
to the
you just
courthouse
said,
to get married off a date.
you
don't
you
run to
just
the
said,
courthouse
you
to get
just
married
said
off
she
a
gotta
date.
look good.
Yes,
He
she
got a
got to
point.
look
Because
good,
you
not for me
basing it-
to. But it's not. When I meet a girl, I'm not. When I meet an attractive woman, I'm not taking her to the courthouse and get married.
No, we understand that, but
So how am I going to succumb to her internal? How am I going to succumb to her internal?
But we talking about established situations. You ain't gonna also put yourself in a position to be unsuccessful with a girl that you just met.
No, because it's courtship. It's called courtship. You court her. You date her. I don't know what your generation did. When I found a woman attractive, I dated her multiple times.
No, I get that.
Through those dates, you conversate.
You started off with look. You started off with looks.
Hey, but
That's what I'm attracted to off the
But
rip.
you just said,
Reflection, you need to pick a side. That little left and
Well,
right
you got
ain't working no more.
well, he do got a point though. Like for instance,
What you talking about?
men. That's what makes men and women different because we do look for different things. Men commonly are looking for the looks, and women are looking for a provider. That's why women do want men with money.
Why you think they're getting the implant?
Because how many times have you sat next to a woman, Benz? How many times have you sat next to a woman? Y'all might be just chilling. We might be at the lounge. We might be at something. And baby got a cool ass personality. I mean, I'm talking about nigga, y'all laughing, having a good time. She got good conversation. She ain't ugly, but she ain't that. You feel me? So you done told yourself, man, I can hang with old girl right here though. She at my speed. What would you rather have? A 6.5 or 7 that's at your speed, or a 10 that you arguing with every day?
I'll take a 10 that I'm arguing every day.
You
Wait,
full of shit.
that I'm arguing with.
You full of shit.
Check it.
I believe
But
it.
I
I
ain't about to
think
say,
he's, I think
she
he's
not
honest.
lying.
He's
That's
being
what
honest
get
right
cussed
now.
out hella
Check it.
times.
I'll take a. Vince, though. It's not my desire to argue with her every day. I'm hoping once she see I'm well established, she will shut the fuck up and get under the wing and get under the wing. So I'm gonna take it.
You just said at the beginning of the
Get under the
show.
wing.
You just said at the beginning of the show that if she's bad, you got to deal with this and that. You said that out your own mouth.
Yeah, I said that. What's contradicting?
What's contradicting is what's contradicting
I
is
said most high caliber women want to control the direction of the relationship, and if you that guy that's willing to play that game, then play it. If you like me and you're established, I have more of a chance to achieve that bitch than another nigga does.
You do know that there are beautiful women out here that are not on a certain type of time, right?
We're
know
not
that,
talking
right?
about Colombia. We talk about American
I'm
women.
not talking about
we're talking about right here. We talking about right here. See the problem be this. This is the problem.
These goddamn comments, boy.
No, this the problem. Because a lot of times cats is looking at something. Cats is looking at something. Cats, this be the problem. This be a lot of dudes' problem. Dudes be looking at something superficial sometimes, and a lot of times that's where the problems begin. And like you said earlier, with the celebrities and this and that and other, how many times you see a badass celebrity when she done been married to 2 or 3 different high-profile niggas? They getting shipped around because the measurement is only being brought by what's external. Think about it. Cardi B and Offset had a whole family. They went their own direction. What she do? Go fuck with Stephon Diggs. Why you think Stephon Diggs fucked with her? Because she was bad. He wasn't thinking about wifing her or making her nothing else because he knew already what that came with.
And she's not even bad. She's not even bad.
But they weren't in a relationship. But they wasn't in a long-term relationship, or they were not married. We're talking about women that are married in relationships with men. Are they deterring them from success, from their success?
The Kardashians.
I got a better example.
Hey, she hit it right on the head. The Kardashians. Now, that's a perfect example. Good looking, got money, in the limelight. How many niggas done ran through the bitch though?
I got one for you though.
Think about it though. Kim Kardashian, no matter what anyone says, she's made up, she's fake, whatever. That's on a look scale. She's up there.
I got one for you though.
I got one for you. Though, but how many? You can name 10 dudes that she done been with, and we don't even know that.
300 miles, Hunter.
That's
300 miles.
I got one for y'all though.
That's the 10 we know.
Look at Nicki Minaj and her man. This dude was fresh out. He ain't even a celebrity. Yeah. She left Meek and got with a dude that was fresh out.
Yeah.
The McDonald worker.
Who's building?
Which ain't running shit. He not running shit. That dude's not running nothing.
Who is building who?
He doesn't count. He's not running nothing. He's not an alpha male. He's not an alpha. He doesn't count.
See, that's the part you're missing.
Sorry,
he doesn't count. In her eyes, he was more of what she wanted than the nigga that she was with.
That she could control. That she could control. Most women want control. At the end of the day, they want control.
You saying that?
We do not want control. Know how making up shit.
Just because she got the money, don't mean that he not still ruling the household.
Yeah, real talk.
No, exactly, she got one up on him. She got one up on him, like most women.
Like a given.
Most men.
We know that men have to man the shit. That's just what it is. And that's part of the shit. The finances, for the most part. You know what I mean?
Right. He still might be running the household.
He's not.
That's real talk.
Yeah. He's not. You know why? You know why?
Listen,
because that.
I ain't gonna say he's not. He a nigga out of jail. I done seen dudes out of jail do some phenomenal things that I'm like, was y'all in jail the whole time planning this? Cause it ain't no way in the world you coming out here, y'all bagging lawyers, rappers. What I'm telling you, just
So
because
what do you have to say about Remy Ma's situation and Papoose?
She was manning the ship in that situation. That's why shit fell apart. But that was obvious from the jump. And again, it's a balance, right?
got another one for you.
A woman is more
ASAP and
comfortable
Rihanna.
when she's in control.
ASAP and Rihanna.
Women,
No, we don't feel comfortable.
she's in control. She's in control. She funded his whole court fee. She funded that whole thing. A woman is
That's
more
what I'm
comfortable
saying.
when
She
she's
was
in
manning the
control.
ship in that situation. You got to have a balance.
A woman is more comfortable when she's in control, even when she's not saying it.
All
She
I'm
knows
saying
he
is,
knows.
but all I'm
That's not
saying
true.
is, the point I'm making is that these are situations where women are uplifting these men. They're not bringing them down.
Yeah,
They uplifting these men. That's the
because
point I'm
because
making.
nobody,
I don't
because
care
nobody,
who's in
no,
control. I don't care
nobody,
who's in control.
nobody knew who that nigga was that Nicki Minaj started fucking with till she started fucking with the nigga. Nobody knew who that nigga was. I didn't. Nobody
Thank
had
you.
never heard of that nigga a day in my life. And then she started
Thank
fucking
you.
with this nigga, and all of a sudden he on, Housewives of Atlanta and all type of other shit. This nigga,
That's
You
what I'm
remember though,
saying.
he only got her because remember she already knew him. She dated him before she got money. That
Right.
was an ex-boyfriend of hers from years ago. So
Right.
That
he
part,
already had
usually,
the inside on her.
yeah, usually women mess with guys that they've been knowing for years. That nigga wasn't a stranger.
Yeah, but
So
even though
women
he wasn't a
strategize.
stranger, you know how
Women
many females.
strategize.
All right, so let me ask you this. All right, so he wasn't a stranger. You know how many females get they bag up and throw it in a dude's face that used to be their boy because they wanna rub it in his face like, yeah, now I got a bag, you bum. He was fresh out of jail. She didn't have to. I don't care what their relationship was before. He was fresh out. She could have been like, "Yo, you're bugging. I would never."
yeah, and that's why
There's
both.
usually there's usually an ulterior motive if you find a situation like that. The man
But see,
has to
It may
be.
not be no interior motive. You just want to make it something that it ain't.
Nah,
I,
I just don't.
hey,
I got receipts.
Cause,
hey,
cause
I have
even at the
receipts.
end of the
hey, I
day,
think
even
the
when there was,
Most men lose their direction following behind a high caliber female that's extremely attractive. We go off looks. We hunt for the best. We don't hunt for the average.
but
And
that's
when
what
we
niggas
get
don't
the
do.
best, we cater our lifestyle around what we conquered. That's why we succumb so bad to our
no,
emotions when we lose her.
no,
So a
no, no,
lot of
no, no, no,
niggas
no, no,
go
no.
into a bad
I don't.
state when they lose
Then
that woman that it took hard to get. You don't
Yeah,
brag
when
about
I'm
an
about to say,
average female.
cause I done,
You're
cause
not
I done
bragging
had,
about it.
cause I done had some niggas mad at me, boy, when they done got their shit knocked, and they knew it. And I always say, a motherfucker, he must have put in hella work to try to get her. He know
Hella work.
he can't get another one of them. She must have been the baddest one he had, cause this nigga in his feelings, sitting there crying on the porch of the car, nigga, on the hood of the car. You feel
I
me? At
don't
3
know.
in the
See,
morning.
I don't. I'm not cut. I'm not cut from that cloth. Like I don't. To me, because to me, at the end of the day, like there's bad women everywhere. Like that's just how I feel. I mean, I guess just because I'm always around a lot of women, so I just don't. That shit don't bother me. I don't care how you look. Like because even sometimes I may find the chick attractive that nigga. And the crazy part about it is, I done had chicks that like. Shorty is maybe about a 7'8". I bring her outside, everybody like, who that, who that? I done had females tell me, yo, your man your man tried to get at me. And I'm like, I don't even care because I'm like, well, I know you look good, but
Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
not thinking
Do you
look
ever
good to the point where niggas is gonna try to holler at you behind my back. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
let me ask you a question. So the topic is, do women prevent men from becoming successful? Do you have male co-worker counterparts, right? You have male co-workers that you converse with on your job or whatever. Do you not? Or maybe not at your job, maybe who you hang out with. What do they talk about when they're talking about their state of mind and where they're at in life? 99% of them bring up their woman. They say, man, she wants this. I got to try to find a higher paying
Wait,
job.
hold on. Are you
She
answering the
wants this
question?
and that.
Are you answering for me the question that you're asking?
I guess it's a catch-22 on it.
Because
Most men,
my guys don't say that.
okay, if you have a real conversation with a man that's in a real relationship, his conversation with you in the garage or hanging out at the basketball court when everybody done left and you and him conversating, he's talking about how he's got to get more to make her happy. He's talking about how he's got to grind harder.
So what I'm telling you is the dudes around me, and I'll bring you right. I'll put them on the phone. We get on conference call. My dudes don't talk like that. When I'm
Let me see that.
is,
No disrespect. Let me see the woman they're with.
the women they with are attractive. My dudes don't talk like that. My dudes do not. And matter of fact, I've seen my dudes get built up because of the women they with. I've seen some of my dudes elevate because of the women they with.
But that's what it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to go like that on both ends. If you're gonna be in an invested relationship with somebody, y'all should both be able to get the best out of each other. If not, you waste your time.
In a perfect world, yes.
Miss J had the best comment. If you can go to Miss J's comment, she said that's why it's important to be friends first. That's why it's important to get to know that person.
I said that.
If you hold on. If you finna be in a relationship with somebody and you know it's something that you want to make long term, and this is really gonna be your person, y'all got to be friends first, because that shit go way further. It go way further. That go further than looks.
No, you can go for looks. Most of the niggas I know go for looks. You can go for looks, and then you become friends.
When we say go for looks, we mean something that's attractive. It don't necessarily got to be a 10 for it to be attractive, and that's what I'm telling you. As I done got older, I realized even the people, not necessarily even a relationship, but just people that I want to be around, are better people by the intellect than the shit that they got or the status of who they are. You understand what I'm saying? That shit goes a long way. So if you're gonna be with somebody, hold on. Let me just say my piece. If you're gonna be with somebody and you with that person with the intentions of elevating, obviously you want to look at something nice. We all do. Don't nobody want to look at no ugly broad, and same with her. I'm sure she don't want to look at no ugly dude. It's that just goes without saying. But what I'm saying is that's not the deal breaker. What I'm saying is a woman could be a 6.5, a 7, but if she come with all the other qualifications besides the fact of what you're gonna see out of a video vixen, that's doable. Like my man,
here's the thing.
You're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself. You said why does she need all those qualifications for a simple man? You said us men are simple.
I'm talking about.
No, you said we're simple. It don't take a lot to please us.
We're simple as human beings, but we still got standards and shit that we.
I've never met a female. I've never met a female and asked her for her resume, ever.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to ask for her resume.
But here's my thing.
She didn't need no qualification.
Here's the other problem too. We gotta stop saying like what because what I like, none of y'all may not like. Like my man. I just picked my man up from the airport. The one thing I know about my man, he Panamanian, but he black Panamanian. He loves black women. He loves Latin women with dark features. He likes black women. He's not so. He just went to Bali and Thailand. He knows I like Asian women. He like.
Are you trying to marry what you like? Because you know there's a difference, right? In liking something and wanting something.
I'm attracted to Asian women. He's not attracted to Asian women. So
If
what
I
I
tell
may
you,
find it. So what may I? So you trying to cut off, and I'm telling you my point. What I find attractive and what he finds attractive is two different. So if I see an Asian woman and I find her attractive, I will go after that. He's not going after that because that's not attractive. He's not attracted to them. You understand?
if
So
I
that's
see
what
it
I'm
attractive,
saying too. Is like what's a 10 to me might not be a 10 to you.
Exactly. That's real
any
talk.
woman that you see me fucking with, my intentions was to marry her because I was attracted to her. That was my intentions.
So
It
you just
wasn't
said
my
I'm
so
not
intentions
so
saying
to
what
kick
you're.
it.
I'm not
so let
saying
me get
what
this
you're.
straight.
I'm not
No,
saying nothing
man,
I'm
about
not
go
your
ahead,
wasting
finish it
intentions.
off
time.
and
I'm not
everybody go.
wasting time.
Hey,
Get him.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about
you
your
just said
intentions.
you just said every woman that you attracted to, you ain't trying to just run down to the courthouse to, and then you turn around and say every woman that you fucked with was the woman that you had intended to marry.
Yes,
Nigga, make
yes,
up your
because I'm gonna
mind.
find out. Because I'm gonna find out that she's courthouse ready through the dating. I'm gonna find out she's
Yeah,
courthouse ready through the dating.
But
yeah,
but the point I'm making
Order,
is
check it. When you go to the restaurant, what do you look at first? The
the
fucking
menu.
menu.
You look at the
The
menu.
fucking
Yeah,
menu. That's how
yeah.
we make our decision on what we want
okay,
to
but
eat.
That,
Because that
you talking
fake
about
food looks
apples
so
and
good.
oranges.
You niggas, man,
You
y'all
talking
be
about apples and
capping.
hey,
oranges. I ain't
We
hey,
say
go
nothing
by
about. I didn't
looks.
say nothing
We
about
go
your
by
intentions.
looks.
we
I ain't
all
say
We
talking
go
nothing
about
by
about your
looks.
intentions. I said to you is what you find attractive, I may not find attractive. What I find attractive, you may not find attractive. That's the point I'm making. So you can't even say, "Oh, what's a 10 to me?" Your 10 ain't my 10.
How do you
That's
know
what
that?
I'm saying.
How do you know that? How
Your
do you
10
know
ain't
that?
my 10.
Have we hung out?
I know your 10 ain't my 10
How do you know that, brother?
because I'm
How do you know
telling
that?
you.
I
Okay,
know you're saying my kid.
when you go to the
That
diamond
nigga
store,
real
right?
crazy.
When you go to the jewelry store to buy a ring, you see it in a case, right? And what's surrounded by that case? There's lights, there's lighting, there's proper lighting to enhance the looks of the sparkle of the diamonds. They do that for a reason. Because that's how they reel you in and make the sale off of the preparation and looks of that diamond. That's the same thing when niggas go female hunting for a girl. We going for looks. We're not sitting here talking about do you have a job? Do you have a car? Do you have a
I ain't
house?
say,
You niggas
listen,
straight cat.
the
I've
point
never
I'm telling you is you could see a chick and be like, "Oh, she's bad," and I could look at her and be like, "She's trash." That's the point I'm making. We might not like the same thing. Your 10 may not be my 10. I'm not
No,
saying I know it is or
Shit,
it isn't.
everybody said.
I'm just telling you is we might not be with your 10 might not. I might your 10 was 10 to you might not be 10 to me.
but you're still going off looks, right? So my point's still right. It's still made. You're
No,
going off
I'm just
looks.
telling you is you
But you're
can't
going
say
off looks
you
though.
can't say oh she a 10 she's a how I know
But you're
how
but
do
you're
I
going
don't even
but
know
you're
what
going
your 10 is.
but you're going off the same thing I'm going off for because we don't know her. Either one of us know her, and we're still going off the same thing. Look,
That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is what you consider a 10 and what I consider a 10 could be two totally different things. That's the bottom line.
But
I don't care about going off looks.
but
What
at the
I'm
end of the
telling
day,
you is it
at
could
the end
be
of the
two
at the
totally
hey,
different
but
things.
hold on. At the end of the day though, what difference do it make if she's a 10 if she don't compliment your program? See, that's the part that y'all
That
you don't
part
know about
too,
the
right?
program until you date her.
y'all missing the whole leverage of the conversation. What we talking about is can a man be derailed from from his success from being with a woman? Y'all talking about looks, and the looks is what's gonna make y'all lose. That's
I'm
where
talking about
niggas gonna
looks.
But
get
here's
the.
the thing,
I'm talking about looks.
This is why niggas get derailed because
but
niggas
here's
be
the
No,
worried
thing,
about
Eddie.
niggas is
I
worried about
said,
the exterior.
I,
Niggas be worried about the exterior more than the interior. I can't. You know how many dimes I done ever had in the whole history of me being in the streets that I kicked to the curb hella quick. I'm talking about smashed and kicked to the curb. You know why? Because there was no substance behind it. There was no value to it. There's nothing you can have a bad chick on your arm as eye candy, but if she don't bring nothing to the table to make you better, There's no value behind it.
But
So what happens when you fall in love with her?
This is what I'm saying, 80.
That's the problem.
This is my thing, though. This is my thing, though.
So you're gonna follow behind her.
I can't fall.
You're gonna follow behind her.
I can't fall in love with a woman based off her fucking looks, bro. That's some trick shit. I can't fall in love with a woman just because she look good, man.
How is looks tricky? How is looks tricky?
80, this is what I'm saying. I need y'all, hear me out. Hear me out. Because a lot of times what niggas call looks good is a bunch of fake shit. It's the lashes, it's the weaves, wigs, it's makeup.
I hate it.
Right? Hold on. Let me finish. To me, that shit is trash. I do not approach women that got all that shit on. I don't. My family, the women in my family, they don't do that. The women in my family don't do no whole bunch of weaves and wigs and all that like that. They don't do that. I come from natural women. So I'm used to natural women. So if I'm in a spot, I'm looking for the most natural chick. Some of these dudes is calling shorty with all the aesthetics on the 10, and I'm like, she's trash. Take it off. What's she gonna look like? How Cardi B? How Cardi B look with all that shit off? Cardi B looks horrible.
Friday night she a 10, but Saturday morning she a 6.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I don't go. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, when I go off looks, I pay attention. I'm looking at how that woman's dressed, how she looks, how she's presenting herself as a woman. I'm looking at her presentation.
That's real. That's real.
That says a lot about her. Just, okay, this is how she dressed. You can see she got respect for herself. Her ass and titties ain't all over the place. Cool. All right. You understand? So that's why I said my 10 may not be the next man's 10, because I'm looking for the natural. I like short women. I'm looking for all that height, everything.
But real. You still talking about exterior though? See,
but what I'm saying is, that's for me to approach. That's for me to approach.
Hey, the reason why I'm harping on this is for a reason. Because I done had hella 10s, bro, that wasn't shit.
But what I'm saying to you, 80, what I'm saying to you is, I had 10s that no, I wouldn't even call them 10s, because you know why? I wouldn't even call them a 10, because I'm like, yo, shorty, you need all of this to look like a 10. So you're not a 10.
Natural, I'm talking about natural. I'm talking about real deal. Wake up, look good with no makeup on.
But what I'm saying is, that's off a conversation. Also off a conversation. I'm talking about just to approach. Now, once I approach you and I'm conversing with you, if I converse with you and I like what you talking about, that's what I'm going off of.
Now, that's where I'm at.
Because if I don't like what you're talking about, if I don't like what you're talking about in that club, or you sound crazy, or you throwing money out there early, I already know. Oh, I'm just this is a one nighter, because I don't even see no. There's no. She's already talking about money. She's already talking about, bro, you gonna pop a bottle? Or me and my friends need drinks. Da-da-da. When I hear all of that banter, I'm like, yeah, all right, it's quiet.
It's a red flag.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Yeah.
So most of your financial investments, let's say you're in love with this woman, right? You guys
I've never been in love. Just for the record, I've never been in love.
So you can't be involved in this conversation.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can, because I've been in relationships. I just wasn't in love.
So you haven't reached the pinnacle on a level to where she can derail you successfully. That's the whole topic.
I was with somebody that.
How can a woman you're not in love with derail you? How can a woman you're not in love with derail you successfully?
If you're in a relationship, yes, she can. I had a woman.
But it's not going to be her fault that you fell off if that's the case.
No, I didn't. It wasn't that she derailed me, but if I would have stayed with her, she definitely would have, because she was jealous and insecure. So a lot of the business I was involved, a lot of business I'm involved in involves women.
Yeah.
And she couldn't handle that. So I already knew this ain't gonna work. But see, that's the other thing too. You have to be one with yourself. You have to be emotionally intelligent to tell yourself, like, yo, this ain't gonna work. Because if you just in la la land all about the relationship and scared to be alone, then yeah, that's how you get derailed. You getting derailed because you don't know how to walk away. I'm a nigga to walk. I'm the walk away king. I've been single more than I've been in relationships. I've only been in 4 relationships, and all those 4 relationships, that shit equals 4 years, 5 years, all together. So for me, I'm like, yo, I know what I'm involved in. I know it. And when a woman comes and I let her know what I'm involved in, what I'm doing, what's going on, and I could tell, oh, she can't handle this. Gotta go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't understand how anybody on God's green earth can be derailed, detoured, and fall off with somebody that they're not involved with. Anybody that you're involved with, they can detour your success.
That's true.
If she's your fiance, if she's your girlfriend,
or postpone it.
I'm not talking about no booty call. I'm not talking about no shorty you talking to.
Because that's not an investment. You're not invested into somebody at that level.
If you're highly rooted together with each other, you're gonna follow her happiness. You're gonna follow her peace.
Yeah.
You're gonna follow everything that caters to her. And as a man, you're gonna lose a great part of yourself. You're gonna lose a great part of your.
It's not true.
Hold on. Let me say this, and y'all don't have to believe me, but this is the facts. I am telling you, everybody has a person they are supposed to be with. I'm telling you right now, and the reason why, think about it. We got dudes out here that have 10 kids with the broad, 5 kids. They ain't got married. They've been together 10, 20, 30 years. But then the second they're
legally married.
This dude will go marry the next bitch that he just met after 3 months. Why is that? Because I'm telling you, everybody has a person. And I think that when they know, I don't think they know off top. I think they probably are in denial or they're confused. But I'm telling you, everybody got a person. Think about it. Relationships, they're bickering about money and all this stupid shit. When it's your person, when it's unconditional love, all these topics about sex, about money, they go away. Love inspires and motivates you just automatically without effort.
Most of you women are looking for your soulmate. Keep it a buck. Most of you women are looking for your soulmate. Most men are not looking for a soulmate. We're looking for a bitch we can tolerate. We're looking for a bitch. We're looking for. Most of you women are fantasy driven. Most of you women are fantasy driven. I know the personal conversation. I have sisters. I know the personal conversation a woman has with her homegirl or with her friend. It's a fantasy conversation about what they want from a man, and it's not as simple as you're trying to make it.
But that depends on
because you're looking for a soulmate.
Let me answer his question. Hold on. Reflection. Hear me out. When we are growing up, think about it. When we are growing up, we play with dolls, we play house, we play with all this stuff. So of course we have this fantasy idea of what we would like or how we're conditioned to think it's supposed to be. But we're not out there fucking looking for a dude like you think we are.
You're looking for a soulmate. You're not looking for a dude.
You can't tell me what we're looking for, what we're thinking when you're not a woman.
Us men are simply looking for a woman who's going to love us for us and what we bring to the table. You guys are not accepting. You guys are not accepting what an average man brings to the table. Yes, we all want more, but you're not accepting that.
That's not true.
When you wait. So when you analyze the situation, then you begin to then you begin to cultivate the relationship to go in your favor. And what your happiness is no longer what his happiness is. It's what you want as a woman. That's how a man becomes unsuccessful.
That's not true.
You've never been in love. So how can you properly answer that question?
Because what you're saying is the woman cultivating the relationship to her favor. Any man, any real stand-up man, if he's leading, he's leading. There's nobody cultivating nothing. He's leading. If you're a man that leads, you lead. There is no No, because that woman, she whatever you saying going is going.
Obama's not a leader. Obama's not a leader. Michelle was a leader. Obama wasn't leading Michelle.
He wasn't though, Obama and
No,
Michelle.
he wasn't.
Listen,
No,
what I'm
he
telling
wasn't.
you.
No, he was not.
The point I'm telling you is, if you a man and you lead your house, I don't care who got the. I'm telling you, a man that leads, a man that's an alpha that leads, he is going to lead regardless. There is no cultivation of no relationship by no woman. There's nothing that she's going to be able to tell him that now he may agree or they may come to an agreement on certain things, but a man that's going to lead, he's going to lead. A woman get with me, I'm leading. That's why the women, that's why every relationship I broke up. You ain't following my lead, you gotta go. I'm not playing. Bye. I broke up with all my exes.
Hey, real. They said in the comments, they said you've been dating for 4 years in your life and you a pro.
That's why I said he can't speak on it.
Because I'm a pro dater. I done dealt with so many women in so many different aspects. I got more.
You making New York
than
look
Kim.
bad right now.
I got more miles than
Paul
Kim.
said he agreed. Paul said you on point, real. Paul said you on point.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, that's why the women I was with didn't break up with me. I broke up with them because you gonna follow. If you're not following my lead, if you're not going with the plan, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to build. This is what I want in life. You're not on the same page. You gotta go.
That's what I said off the rip. That's what I said as
a lot of niggas not cutting off their women like that.
That's what I said off the rip though. As a man, if you put yourself in that position to be with somebody, she got to fit up under your program. If she don't fit into your program, you done already lost, man. That's what it boiled down to. As a man, when you position yourself correctly, the relationship you in is gonna reflect that as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't know successful dude got no dysfunction or a combative woman on the side. That shit don't work. That she not be on your side. You can't you can't have no main woman at home that there's a reflection of who you are if she don't follow underneath your program. That shit just don't work.
Niggas are not leaving. Niggas is not leaving.
I think it's a balance. I think both parties are important.
Not leaving their women. Men are not leaving their women like that. More women are leaving their situation. You guys are painting a picture as if when that man is fed up. You guys are painting a picture as if when that man is fed up, he's leaving because she's not following him. No,
I ain't painting no picture of. I said me. I ain't say every man in the world. I said myself.
Because the stats don't add up.
I said myself. At the end of the day,
we not on the real. Huh? You driving to Jersey, nigga? Where you at? Where you
at? I'm driving. No, I really am driving to Jersey. I'm driving to Jersey right now.
This nigga driving to Jersey. I'm like, this nigga.
No, New York, y'all. So he probably did Manhattan, all of that traffic, man. Trying to go to New Jersey.
It's mad traffic on the bridge. I'm trying to get to the lower level. The upper level is wild.
Hey, come to Vegas. I got a 10 for you.
You said what?
I said, come to Vegas. I got a 10 for you.
And if she ain't a 10, you paying for my flight.
Oh shit.
And I ain't gonna do that.
Would you guys agree if we're not happy with ourselves, it doesn't matter if a person moves a mountain for us. We won't be happy. We got to be. Both parties got to be happy with ourselves.
That's real shit.
To allow so we got a responsibility. It's our individual responsibility to make sure we're happy. We got to take all of our experiences and build a happy life for us. A person could do everything for you, but unless we are happy with ourselves, we are not gonna.
Women are prone to be materialistic.
She hit it right on the head with that shit.
And that was about negotiation, and I'll meet you in the middle. Well, this is what I'm willing to negotiate on. This is what I'm not willing to negotiate on. And both of you guys, I'm telling you, love is inspiring, it motivates, it encourages,
Yo,
it's fulfilling, and makes you feel happy when it's your person. But if you got somebody who's not happy, it doesn't matter what you do for them. If they're not happy with themselves, it ain't gonna work.
And that honestly be where the most men's downfall be at, is because you get with somebody because of either the exterior or because you guys had a good vibe, but deep inside that person ain't happy with themselves. And
right.
and as a man, if you really care about that individual, you care about that woman, you're gonna do everything you can to try to produce happiness or a happy environment around her. And like Steph said, that works both ways. If a man's not happy within himself, it ain't gonna work. If a woman's not happy within herself, it don't matter what you try to do for that woman. It don't matter.
The shit sounds good, but the shit you guys are talking, it sounds good, but what you and Steph is talking about is a small and very small portion of the reality of what's going on amongst a man and a woman and their relationship. Most marriages and most relationships are being rocked because of finances. And most men are not meeting that financial bracket that the woman wants. And that's the conversation. I'm gonna tell you
this,
so that's why he's going to be derailed.
We don't expect
women go off of things.
To like be married. We're
women
not
go
looking
off
for somebody to support us. I'm gonna tell you this: when we love somebody, I'll go out there and labor for my family. I'll go grind. Like that's the thing. It's about meeting in the middle. Like let's both do our part and let's both carry the weight so we could get to where we're going. But I would never expect somebody else to carry the load on their self. The same way I wouldn't like if somebody expected me. I'm telling you off top, love, it motivates and inspires. These things are a given. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
There's no love involved. No, there's no love involved in relationship today. There's an agreement. There's an agreement made. Wait. I'm gonna say it. There's an agreement made in relationships. Relationships are treated like a business negotiation, and you niggas are lying about it. There is no love brought to the table at the marriage count. There is no love brought to the table. It's an agreement brought to the table. And guess who brings that agreement? The female does.
Most of the world is focused on material and shit like that, and that's the problem. We're looking outside for shit to make us happy. Think about it. When you go to the store, why do we buy shit? Because how it makes us feel. We are looking for our true self and somebody that brings balance. Like you could say what you want. Some people are not materialistic. If that's your focus, if your mind is set on
everybody's categorizing though. But everybody's categorizing because so let me ask y'all a question. So what about the super religious chick that's in the church that she's super religious, she ain't into no material things? What about the chick that's a hippie? What about the chick that likes working on farms? What about, like, there's all different types of women. Every woman is not out here asking for Birkin bags and Gucci. Like
she's not. But it's her expectation that she bestows upon the man when she gets with that man.
If a bitch can't buy herself that person, what she sure as fuck shouldn't be expecting it from somebody.
Okay, so what's
can't bring you happiness. That's what I'm
okay, so I told you
but everybody doesn't want that. That's my point.
I told y'all I have receipts, right?
If you gotta spend 3 racks on a purse, I'm gonna be tripping because you spent 3 racks on a purse.
Okay, so I told you I have receipts, right? Why is it that every female in today's world wants to be a stay-at-home fucking mom? Why?
That is so cap. That is so cap.
How is it cap? How is it cap?
That don't want kids. I know chicks that don't want kids right now.
Yeah, that's cap, man. All women don't want to be no damn housewife. Yeah. Hey, you in a
most women want to stay at home.
I know chicks that don't want kids right now, and the reason why I know this, I can show you 2 of them, and the reason why I know this is because if they wanted kids, we would be together right now.
It has nothing to do with kids. They want to stay home. They don't want to work.
No, we don't.
They don't want to work. Women do not want to work.
They both of them hustle. They do not want to stay home. They both hustle.
We ain't staying home. We got to go. The clock is ticking.
Women of today, women don't want to work no more. They want to wake up and stay home. They want to go shopping. They want to go shop.
A reflection. I don't know what planet you on. Reflection. I don't know what planet you on, but if I could stop driving tomorrow, I'm not driving tomorrow. Fuck is you talking about? Nobody want to work no more. I don't want to work no more, nigga. What you
Thank
talking
you,
about?
but we have to. It's part
If
of
I
life.
could, if Vince was giving us a check right now, I will pull this fucking car over and walk and talk to y'all.
No,
There
but
This
you
you're
nigga
go.
got
Promise you,
trash.
fuck you, Vince.
but you're
Don't
talking
nobody want
but
to
you're
work,
talking
nigga.
but you're talking individually. We're talking about in a partnership.
No, we have to
Don't
be
nobody want
individuals,
to
and
work.
then
If
you
I
bring
could
the
figure,
balance to the partnership.
if I
We're
could
That's
talking
just
figure
the
about
out,
we're
problem.
talking about
if I
a
could,
male and female gender. We're talking about male
The
and female
problem is
gender.
bro,
everybody's
The
looking for somebody
female
to bring to make them whole.
bro,
You can't fucking do that. You got to be whole individually, and you bring the two parts together, and that's how it
bro.
works. If you're looking for a relationship to fulfill you, to bring peace, can't nobody fucking do that for you but you. You got to bring yourself peace. You can look for that shit all day. You're not gonna find it unless you're at peace with
Wanna,
yourself. Unless you're happy with yourself, you're not gonna. I don't give a fuck what a person does. You're not gonna find it.
let
who's
me
happy
just
with
say
them
this.
who
Let me just say this.
You can't put that
My
responsibility on
ideal,
somebody else's back. Make it make sense.
my ideal, my ideal life is finding a partner, finding a woman that we could create passive income, and neither
There you
one of
go.
us got to work,
Yeah, that's real
and
Yes.
make
shit.
a bunch of babies,
That's real
be in the
shit.
house,
No.
and be getting it
No.
in and traveling and doing whatever we want while money is coming in our sleep. Everybody in the
Real
world
shit.
Yes.
wants that.
Yes. That's the end
between the
goal,
two
right? To have a
between
passive income. So both don't gotta work and we could go vacate. If I want to go to motherfucking
Right,
Alaska tomorrow, then I'm free to go to
right,
Alaska.
exactly,
the
Bye.
the
If I got
partnership
10
exactly.
kids and I want to go to Alaska, motherfucker, I'm gonna pack my 10 kids. I can afford to pay for whatever I got going on.
the
And
partnership
it's
you
not gonna
guys
be, I don't care about the material shit. I care about memories and the meaningful shit, building
Right.
memories that are gonna last a lifetime.
garbage
You know,
garbage.
that's what it's
The
about being
partnership,
freed up to
no no
experience
no.
life. I don't give a fuck about a purse or a car, none of that shit. Straight up.
Yeah, hey, you know that's the illest part about it too, because after you get to a certain point in your life, some of that shit don't matter no more. And so
It don't.
Yep.
that goes back to the individual, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you attracted, then maybe that's what you coming across more often. But a motherfucker that got their head right, that's the last thing they worried about is what they gonna get from somebody else, because they already put themselves in position to get it themselves.
That's the last
Exactly.
thing he's worried about. They're not the last thing she's worried about.
No, but because
But I
the
mean,
problem is
what do you
Because
mean?
why is
We
it?
all
Why is
focus
it?
on ourselves individually, right?
hold on. This the thing though. When you say all women or most women or these women and that women, you can't speak for every woman, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's a
you
lot of women that
can't.
don't care
You
So
nothing about
what
this.
is
cannot.
the conversation the mother's having with the daughter when she says, "Mom, I met this guy. We've been dating for a while. I think I'm in love." How do you think that conversation goes? Who wants to answer that question?
The very first thing my girl is gonna say to my daughter is, "How does he treat you?" She ain't gonna ask. She ain't gonna ask for how much money does the nigga make. Is he gonna buy you a bag? Is the nigga gonna take care of you financially? Because nigga, we teach our daughter nigga to be motherfucking independent on her goddamn own, to not need no nigga for nothing.
Yep.
So
Thank
those
you.
expectations are only for a bum-minded motherfucker who can only work themselves in that direction. That's for
Thank you.
No,
Thank you, 80.
That's for the
Thank you,
Anthony
80.
Edwards baby
Thank
mamas
you.
and Bow Wow baby mama and them little chicks that's trying to fuck
Thank
NBA
you.
players and get pregnant by niggas so they can be set for the rest of their life. The average motherfuckers ain't moving like that, bro. That's
That's a
not
fact.
the motherfucker that got their
overall,
mind on right ain't doing that, bro. You know what I mean?
overall, the average mother is, yeah, she's gonna be concerned
Thank
about,
you.
does he love
Man,
you?
That
Does he
preach down
treat
there.
you right?
Your statistics is
But
fucked
the
up,
average
Reflection.
overall knowledge that a mother's going to give her daughter is, can he take care of you?
No,
Was
because
his
that's not
foundation
No.
set?
that's not the end
Reflection.
all. That's not
No,
the end all.
not
Reflection.
true.
That's not the end all
Reflection.
tell all. Because as a man,
Reflection.
as a man, the first thing I'm gonna tell mines is, how are you being treated? All that other shit is irrelevant. Because you could be telling her to be with a rich nigga to beat her ass all the day, every day. You gonna be happy with that? She could be with a rich nigga to cheat
I
on
don't
her.
even say shit. I'm on
Matter
my
of
business
fact,
and then I just
matter
watch
of
how they
fact,
move and then I know I'm tough.
watch this. Watch this. Yo, Benz. Yo, Benz, you think my Aunt Donna is telling Asia about the man she with? Asia.
Nigga, can't nobody tell Asia shit, nigga.
Thank you, 80. Thank you. Thank you.
Can't nobody tell Asia shit.
Asia was with a 80. Asia was with a, the dude messed up. Asia got 2 houses. She got a 15-passenger Sprinter van that she rents. She got the Cadillac Lyric. Like Asia's doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She got money in the stock market, crypto, all that.
Yeah.
She got with a dude that was working in the supermarket.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. And it be like that. And see, that's the thing about it that people don't understand. It's about the individuals. See, that's why it all falls on maturity too, right? When you know what you're capable of doing on your own and you at peace with the person that you are, it's easier for you to maneuver in your relationship accordingly, because you're not gonna let nobody interfere with that direction. You're not gonna let nobody interfere with that ambition.
Right.
Nobody's gonna interfere with that energy. I'm big on energy, bro. I'm big on energy. So all that look good shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've been doing this shit for a minute, bro. Like Biz will tell you, you know what I mean? This whole, promoting the clubs and being in the, man, we was in the club from Wednesday to Sunday nights, every night, like faithfully, bro. Like, you feel me? So we were seeing them come in and come out, come in and come out.
I was there with y'all in spirit. I was there with y'all in spirit because I was doing the same thing on the East.
You feel what I'm saying? So you get to a certain point in life where all that other shit don't matter. Who is this motherfucker when shit get hard? Who is this motherfucker when life get real? Who is this motherfucker gonna be if they fall into some money right now? Is they gonna dip? Like, who is the motherfucker when the lights go out? That's the shit that really make a difference. Is this motherfucker gonna ride or die for you if your ass get cancer tomorrow? That bad bitch don't give a fuck about none of that. Or the quote unquote with cats is going by saying, oh, they need a 10 or they want their attracts looks. Man, who gonna be there for you if you get sick tomorrow? That's what shit boiled down to.
This is what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I'm like, he can't categorize, especially when I got a sister and a cousin that's like a sister that my mother or my aunt can't tell them nothing. They with who they gonna be with. My sister's married to the same dude she went to college with. No outside kids. They got 2 kids together and they've been rocking. And you know what they did? They built up together and they learned, like, yo, we got to cut certain things out. They cut certain things out and they are living a peaceful lifestyle.
But see, that's a team. That's the definition of a team, bro. That's what people got to understand. When you get with somebody, that relationship is supposed to be a team. That's like Belichick and Brady. Belichick calling the plays, Brady running it, both Hall of Famers. That's how you make it what it's supposed to be.
Yes. So you guys lucked out to find that. But in the reality of what you're living in, that does not exist. Y'all know it doesn't. Because if it did,
I got a sister that been with her man since college.
Why do we have so many broken homes? Why do we have so many broken homes?
He didn't know he was going to be that man. She didn't know she was going to be that woman.
I know, but why do we have so many broken homes? Because of the separation internally.
It's the
poverty. The poverty level. The unsuccessful level.
Telling you,
have destroyed that.
I don't know who you around, but I just told you majority of the people around me are in long relationships, 20 plus years. I probably have 20 sets of friends that are in 20 plus relationships, 20 plus year relationships. And I know this because all their kids call me uncle. So, and these kids I was there when these kids was born. They in college, they in military, so I'm telling you.
How old are these kids? How old are the
I don't know who you around. I'm telling you who I'm around. And who I'm around, I can count on one hand the amount of dudes that I fucks with that's my mans, that's single. On one hand. Everybody else in long relationships. Long relationships.
That's because they follow the blueprint. They stuck with this because all that shit don't be perfect neither. And see, that's the part.
Yeah, and don't get me right, 80. They shit wasn't perfect.
Yeah. But that's real. But
it's also a job that you got to work through.
But that's what I was just about to say. They felt it within themselves that it was worth fighting for, and making it to where they was able to see that rainbow at the end of the tunnel, that light at the end of the tunnel. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of things fall off now because people ain't built like that to withstand the hard times or withstand, you know, the when everything ain't peachy and creamy. We live in a world where motherfuckers be quick to dip out, go this, go that. Everybody wants instant results, and that's the part where the broken homes and all that shit is coming from this generation.
Instant gratification.
It's the desire for people to get instant results. None of this shit is gonna happen overnight. If you really gonna fuck with somebody, you got to invest. You got to pour into that person, and that person got to be able to pour into you too. And if y'all can't pour into each other, y'all ain't got no business fucking with each other, man. That's what anything in life. Everybody and everything in life. I'm sure even y'all know, like even working with some artists where they think like they made 1 or 2 songs and this shit's supposed to pop. No, you might have to do 1,000 songs before your shit pop. You know what I'm saying? But it's Instagram. Everybody's on this Instagram, especially really in the hood. That everybody's on Instagram. Everybody think they're gonna hit the lottery tomorrow. Everybody looking for the quick scam, the quick money. It's all so even so. If they thinking like that, just in life, they thinking like that in relationship too. Oh, I get where I posted this one time. I said, what did I say? Oh, it was the end of the summer. And I was like, yeah, I said, any of you chicks that I seen that y'all posted y'all was on the boat, I'm not even talking to you. I'm never talking to you. You're not gonna put that pressure on me that I gotta go out here and get a boat. Cause you got niggas inviting you to boats. I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in my honest opinion. I do believe the pride of a man is the woman he has, and when the turbulence come, she can detour and derail his elevation and success. Y'all can play fool if you want.
But then that
She
means
was never your pride
the
and
woman from the
joy.
gate.
She was never your pride and joy. Because the conquerorship, as a man, he takes pride in conquering the woman he wants. And he don't just want an average female. He wants that caliber female, that high caliber female. Even the lions and the tigers do that. They want that highest female. They fight over that highest female. Trust me. We know that in the streets. Half the niggas in jail is over a female. Half the niggas in the grave is over a female. So y'all can get on this podcast and do all this political conversation. You know the highest pride of a man is a what? The highest pride of a man is a woman, and the woman he has.
I disagree.
And if he's truly engulfed in this woman, you're gonna follow her happiness. You're not gonna follow yours.
You're not gonna follow yours. You know what the highest pride of a man.
I just don't understand.
I'll speak for myself. You know what my highest pride is? It's not about necessarily the woman, but it's my kids, it's my family, it's the things that I done built.
Which she gave you. Which she gave you.
No, I don't just care about this one person. So I got kids. I'm talking about as a whole. You know what I'm saying? My biggest pride as a man is being a father. Is being a present father. Is being a providing father. Is being a security blanket for my kids. That's my biggest pride.
But you're talking about the after effects. We're talking about this you and her. We're not talking about what blossomed outside of that.
My biggest pride as a man is I ain't got no baby mamas. Fuck that shit. I ain't going to court for nobody. I ain't going to court for nobody.
When I give you that 10, you gonna have a baby.
We're gonna see about this 10. I'm telling you, you're gonna pay for my goddamn ticket. I promise you.
You gotta remember, a 10 in Vegas might be a 7 in New York.
That's a fact.
A Vegas 10 might be a 7 in New York.
That's a fact. Because listen, I keep telling people
I've been in New York.
Hey,
I keep telling people this is Temptation Island.
I've been in New York.
Any race, creed, or color you want in the world you'll find one in New York. I promise you.
We're not talking about tourists.
No, I'm talking about living here, especially in Queens. You come here, I promise you, you'll find a chick from Tibet and be like, oh shit, she bad. I'm telling you.
Nigga said Quebec. I ain't never been to Quebec.
Hey, I'm out. That's my sign off. It's been fun. Thank y'all for letting me speak my truth.
Right on. Hey,
And
y'all.
it
We
is
gonna
what it
find
is.
out regardless.
Always.
But I do appreciate all y'all coming on tonight, man, and jumping on this topic, man. It was entertaining from the beginning to the end. So I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yo,
You know what I'm
Reflection. I
saying?
just
But yeah, we
enjoy.
might
I
tune
just
in
enjoy
tomorrow.
debating you.
Yes, sir. We're gonna tune in tomorrow. I do want to
I
talk
win
about
as
the
always.
whole,
I win. I win as always.
No, yo, you think so?
I do want to.
You
I want to
think
talk
so?
about the National Guard that's coming into the Bay Area, and also New York and DC, and all the other cities with known to be black cities or label black cities and
When is
black
this
mayors
happening?
and all that. So I do want to talk about that tomorrow.
When are they doing this?
They're already doing it.
They already doing
in
it.
DC already.
They're in Oakland too.
Yeah, they just got to Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man, it's going down, man.
Look,
People getting upset
look.
about that.
I'm gonna stay my black ass in Jersey.
But yeah, man. Once again, man, appreciate y'all coming on, man, and
You already.
appreciate all y'all standing on
You
what y'all
already.
talking about and y'all opinions. But yeah, man, salute though, man. We'll do it again tomorrow.
You already.
Sure.
All right.